EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Bengals at 4-6 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Jackson on first down. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Sanders will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13, Allen toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen again. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, he'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Left side here to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Hey, middle. Hey, middle. Hey.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the counter, here's Kamara. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Try to pound it in, Kamara. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one.
Oh, I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
13, 13. 180! It's up!
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. It's caught by Sanders. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders.
And he's got it to about the 40.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Ozzy, Ozzy, sit up. Hey, report. Hey, it's hot.
Throwing is Jackson. It'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Six yards left on second down. Now Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on third. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Allen going to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep, into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
No, we changed it. Hey, Ozzie!
Now it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Hey, middle. Hey!
Now Jackson on 1st down.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. To throw, it's Allen. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing now is Allen. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it, and he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Hey, middle.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
from the gun, Jackson.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Jackson.
20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hey,
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
Go ahead.
Jackson.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jonnu Smith from 6 yards away.
And the Bengals are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. 76 yards on the ground for him so far.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Kamara up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Bills on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 19 and a first down.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And now they'll throw with Allen. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Allen. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. They find some open field here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen, he's going to try and go deep again. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Bills.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.